Uh, hello. There is a tension based on the ruling that has been submitted by the Supreme Court of Malawi concerning the revocation of the license by the Reserve Bank of Malawi, but the license for the Serene Bank, which is Finance Bank Malawi, FBM. So the license was revoked in 2005 by the Reserve Bank of Malawi. So there has been so many court proceedings. So, but now, what has made the Supreme Court to deliver this judgment? So, for us to be aware of what has happened, we have to know what was in the appeal, because the judgment also relates with what was on the appeal before the judgment was being given by the judges. So let us read the appeals that were filed by the Malawi judiciary. So here are the appeals for the case. Number one, whether the suspension of FBM's foreign currency operations and the revocation of FBM's banking license constitute the administrative action subject to constitutional standards of lawful and procedurally fair administrative action. Whether Reserve Bank of Malawi offended Finance Bank Malawi procedural fairness before making its recommendations to revoke the banking license. Number three, whether the High Court erred in treating the consent order as a complete bar to Finance Bank's Malawi counterclaim. 4. Whether, if the counterclaim succeeded, Finance Bank Malawi was entitled to judgment on liability and to an assessment of damages. This is now the judgment. Now let me give you the summary of the judgment by the Supreme Court of Malawi. The Supreme Court of Malawi has ruled that the Reserve Bank of Malawi unlawfully closed the Finance Bank of Malawi in 2005. But now, what the court has found is that the suspension of Finance Bank's foreign currency operations and the revocation of its banking license were in breach of the constitutional requirement of lawful and procedurally fair administrative action. What does it mean? Now, in the judgment, therefore, the court has ordered the Reserve Bank of Malawi to pay damages to Finance Bank for loss of business since 2005, with the amount to be assessed by the Assistant for Registrar of the Supreme Court. This means that the damages are expected to run into billions of kwajas or Malawians. So this judgment simply means that the Reserve Bank of Malawi, which runs by Malawian taxpayers, have to pay the Finance Bank Malawi the billions of kwajas. Oh, that's a huge amount. But I have these two questions. You have heard the judgment. Mine are three questions. So I want you Malawians to answer these three questions. Is it not possible that this judgment is a calculated move to steal Malawians' money? That is the first question. The second question that you have to answer me is that, is it not possible that the Supreme Court has some judges who have personal vendetta against a certain leadership? That's just the second question. So you have to answer me. The third one is, what can happen if the government doesn't pay the money to the finance bank Malawi? What will happen? Answer me those questions. Thank you, Malawi, for watching this video. Drop your comments with your responses to my 3 questions. Then, uh, uh, also remember to share this video so that others can also give their responses based on this judgment. Thank you.